In the next 4 minutes, we are going to make a program that reads the rotation of this potentiometer and sends the value to our computer using the serial bus. Hi, my name is Jeremy, and welcome to the 4th tutorial in a series of videos aimed to teach the basics of using an Arduino microcontroller so that you may compete in this semester's Solid-State Circuit Society Arduino contest. More information available in the link below. If you have not already, check out our previous videos, as this one will build on their material. Until now, we have only been working with digital signals, either on or off, high or low, 5 volts or 0 volts. This is typically the type of signals used in a computer. However, sometimes we prefer to use analog signals, where the voltage may be any value between 0 and 5 volts. Analog signals are commonly used with sensors, microphones, and even 5G. To create an analog signal, we will use a potentiometer. This is a device that has a rotating shaft, usually covered by a knob, such as the dial on your radio. If we remove the lid, we see it has 3 connections. The outer 2, A and C, are connected by a resistive material, similar to a resistor, whose value is typically around 10 kiloohms. Then, the center is connected to a rotating blade, called a wiper. Let us connect one side to 5 volts and the other to ground. By rotating the shaft, the wiper's connection point moves along the metal strip, either towards port A or port C. If we observe the middle port's voltage, you will notice it varies between 0 and 5 volts. This circuit is called a voltage divider. This middle connection can then be read by one of the Arduino's analog inputs. Next, let us build the circuit. Make sure your Arduino is unplugged and place your potentiometer on the breadboard as shown. Connect one side of the potentiometer to ground, the other side to 5 volts, and the middle contact to one of the Arduino's analog inputs. I will be using port A0, but you may connect to any of these ports. Next, let's write the code. Open the program you created in our last tutorial. Today, we will only have to change 3 things. First, update the input port, in my case, A0. Second, change the digital read to analog read. And finally, change the bool operator to an int operator. In case you are unaware, this prefix tells the compiler what type of variable val is expected to be. Previously, val could only ever be a 1 or a 0, in other words, a Boolean number. However, now val can take on any value between 0 and 1023. In other words, it is now an integer. Plug in your Arduino, upload the program, and open the serial monitor. By rotating the potentiometer, the displayed value should vary anywhere between 0 and 1023. You can also view the signal by opening the serial plotter. If the signal tracks the potentiometer's rotation, then congratulations! Feel free to play around with the analog read function. I challenge you to make a program that incrementally turns on more and more LEDs as you turn up your potentiometer. Join us next video when we will learn to use pulse width modulation, or PWM, outputs.